Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Destiny Chronicles. I'm your host, Maruk Nanzi, and today we'll be covering a few important stories from healthcare to technology and everything in between. For our first story, we focus on assessing recent fatalities in Madhya Pradesh as children die from consuming a contaminated cough syrup. Our on-field reporter, Amisha Ajka, will explain more shortly.
The death of over 20 children in Madhya Pradesh from consuming cold ref cough syrup tainted with the poison diethylene glycol reveals a national healthcare crisis of counterfeit and substandard drugs. For West Bengal, its urgent concern is medicine safety. How safe is the drug that you are consuming right now? For today, we go to the front line of this healthcare battle as we interview a lab researcher and ask him a few critical questions. As a consumer, what are the precautions that we can take before buying a medicine?
If we stop one practice, that is, we will not purchase any medicine which is having OTC status, which is not having OTC status, without a doctor's prescription from any chemist counter. If we just make this our habit, then I believe these sort of things we can avoid. They have stored it in a very indecent manner, that is unhygienic condition. That is why one industrial solvent has entered, it is got entered in a cough syrup population, preparation. And when that contaminated cough syrup, some children, you have just given to the children, it died, because that's a toxic material. The diethylene glycol is a toxic material. This is not a new thing. It is happening since long, and we are fighting. We means all the uh, conscious citizens of India, of this industry, whoever knows this, they are fighting against it.
This is not a new issue. This has and will continue to happen in the future. It is our responsibility as consumers to double or even triple check before consuming any medicine, and especially before giving it to our children. With the camera person, Oishani Sinha, Amisha Asgar signing off.
Thank you, Amisha. However unfortunate it may seem, hope is just over the horizon. Up next, the Healthcare Department of West Bengal has begun beta testing of a new AI chatbot that claims to identify breast cancer in its initial stages. Our on-field reporter Oishani Sinha will explain more on the following.
In India, one woman is diagnosed with breast cancer every 4 minutes. Now, the government hopes that artificial intelligence can change those numbers with the help of an AI chatbot that promises faster, more accessible, and earlier detection. But can AI really read what even real doctors cannot at times? Let us find out as we interview a healthcare professional. Could you please explain how significant earlier detection is in case of breast cancer survival rates?
In a case of any cancer, early detection is very important. Once there are spread to the different the other organs, the management becomes even more difficult in the rural and semi-urban. Amongst the semi-urban and the rural population, they come up to the doctors at a very later stage, at a very advanced stage. So the thing is, basically, we had been the medical fraternity had been trying to disseminate a lot of awareness curriculum, a lot of health education regarding self breast examination and everything. If we have these AI generated apps which the patients can use themselves, that is expected to help much more than what it had been doing so far. If it is through some self questionnaire and by taking some pictures, where the privacy of the patient is respected, I think it can be a bit of help, and it would be rather quite helpful. But the thing is, for the final opinion, after the screening is done, detection and diagnosis, that would need a specialist opinion, because that would need mammogram, that may need other sort of radiological tests, that might need barca to gene sampling and everything. So these are the things that cannot be done by AI, I believe. So basically, the thing is, it is good tool for screening, but for detection and diagnosis, I think there would be no alternative to specialist opinion.
A chatbot that could save lives, or a reminder that no machine can ever replace what human care truly is. As India tests AI's limits in medicine, the real question stands whether technology can ever read what the human eye and heart might overlook. With camera person Gurjeet Kaur, this is Oshani Sinha signing off.
Thank you, Oishani. The implementation of such a chatbot could certainly revolutionize our battle against breast cancer and potentially help us save countless lives in the process. Up next, we focus on the importance and impact of UPI and digital banking in Kolkata's commercial marketplaces. UPI, a technological boon or commercial bane? Our on-field reporter Atmas Datta helps us answer the same.
হয়তো সময় মডার্ন হচ্ছে কিন্তু সব মডার্ন পদ্ধতি কি সবার কাজে লাগে? ইউপিআই জেনারেশন এখন ঘরে ঘরে ইউপিআই। চলুন দেখি সবাই ইউপিআই সাথে কিরকম মানিয়ে নিতে পারছে। তোমার কি কোনোদিন এরকম হয়েছে যে তোমায় কেউ বলেছে আমি অনলাইনে টাকা পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি কিন্তু টাকা আসেনি?
আমার দেখুন তারা খাওয়া দাওয়া করেছে করি অনলাইনে এরকম আমাকে বলছে আমরা অনলাইনে টাকা পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি, খেয়ে দিয়ে চলে গেছে, দেখছি অনলাইনে কোনো টাকা পয়সা পাঠাইনি। কাস্টমার সবাই এসে হয়তো বললো আমরা কিন্তু অনলাইনে করব, তখন আমি বলছি দেখুন অনলাইনে আমাদের অসুবিধা আছে, ক্যাশের আমাদের খুবই দরকার, কারণ সব জায়গায় কেনাকাটা করতে গেলে তো ক্যাশের দরকার পড়ে। অনলাইনে দিলে পরে হয়তো কেউ টাকা পাঠালো না। অনলাইনে রাখাটা ভালো, একদিকে একদিকে খুবই অসুবিধা। অনলাইনে টাকাটা মার যাচ্ছে, কেউ হয়তো ফলস মেরে দিয়ে দাও, তখন আমি কি হয়তো আমার ছেলের নামে আছে, অনলাইনটা আমার নামে নেই, আমি একটা মেমোরি বসালে পরে আমি জানতে পারবো, আমি সেটা বসাইনি, তখন ওরা কি করলো টাকাটা মেরে দিয়ে বলছে আমরা মেরে দিয়েছি, এই দেখুন ফলস মেরে দিয়ে চলে গেল। তখন ভিড় থাকে দোকানে, দেখতে পাই না। এটি তখন আমি ভাবি যে না আমাদের ক্যাশ নেওয়াই দরকার, অনলাইনে নেবো না। তখন সে বললো যে না আমি অনলাইনে করব, না আমি পারবো না অনলাইনে দিতে, চলে গেল টাকাটা মেরে দিয়ে।
যেটুকু বুঝলাম বিশ্বাসটা হলো আসল কারণ যে সবাই কি করে মানিয়ে নিতে পারছেন ইউপিআই এর সাথে। ওনার দোকান 50 বছর ধরে এখানে কিন্তু এখনো উনি প্রপারলি ইউপিআই এর সাথে নিজেকে মানিয়ে নিতে পারেননি। অনেকে আসছে, অনেকে খাচ্ছে, অনেকে টাকা না দিয়ে চলে যাচ্ছেন। তো সেটা কি ঠিক? With camera person Oishani Sinha, Atmas Datta signing off.
Thank you, Atmas. The transition from cash payments to mobile and digital banking in the country is bound to cause a certain few hurdles in the very beginning. However, we hope to slowly integrate cash payments and mobile banking in our daily commercial processes. Having said that, thank you for tuning in today. That is all we have for you. It's been a pleasure. Good afternoon and have a great day ahead.